Right now at 5, murder suspect arrested. Up in Hibbing, police arrest a man after his DNA matched the sample in a 2017 homicide. Plus, good news in Wisconsin. COVID hospitalizations are at a record low as Michigan celebrates a major mask change today. And let the races begin. Candidates for the Duluth City Council and School Board officially enter their names.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Ryan Half. Kristen Vaki has the night off. After a 2017 homicide in Hibbing had gone unsolved for 3 years, a man has just been arrested and charged with murder. CBS3's Alexis Bass joins us now with more details. Alexis, what can you tell us?
Ryan, after nearly 4 years of this case running cold, DNA technology gave justice to a victim. Police have identified 51-year-old Blake Stengel as a suspect in the death of Courtney Fenske. Stengel was a former renter of Fenske. He was just picked up by police on an unrelated charge, but his DNA matched the sample taken all those years ago by the Minnesota BCA. According to a report, the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office conducted a welfare check in November of 2017 at Fenske's residence where they found her dead. It was later ruled a homicide attributed to asphyxia from strangulation and smothering. Stengel has since been formally arraigned and charged with second-degree manslaughter. He is currently being held at the St. Louis County Jail with bail set at $226,000. Stengel's next court appearance is scheduled for June 10th.
Thank you, Alexis. A Hibbing teacher is back on the job after being placed on administrative leave for a second time. Dan Goetz was first placed on paid administrative leave back in 2019. A student secretly recorded the 7th grade science teacher being verbally abusive towards his students. Goetz was placed on leave from April through September of 2019. And today, Hibbing School Superintendent said a separate complaint was filed against Goetz this school year. He said the district placed the teacher on non-disciplinary paid leave during that investigation of that complaint. Goetz then returned to work on May 27th. The district would not release any more details regarding that second complaint. Right now, we're taking a live look at the Wisconsin State Capitol tonight, where earlier today, lawmakers and other groups kicked off Pride Month. Governor Tony Evers held a flag-raising event with other local leaders and advocates. He also signed 2 executive orders, which he says will protect and support all LGBTQ people in Wisconsin. The first will require state agencies to review the language used in external documents to reflect gender-neutral language. The other requires state departments to review policies and prohibit the use of state funds for conversion therapy on children. Back here in Duluth, the candidate filing window opened today for several city council and school board races. 4th District City Councilor Renee Van Nett filed for her election bid this morning at the city clerk's office. Van Nett faces 2 challengers in Howie Hansen and Nathaniel Rankin in the race to represent Lincoln Park and Piedmont. Hansen held the same seat from 2014 to 2017. In the at-large city council race, there are 4 candidates who have filed so far seeking those 2 open seats. 1 candidate has filed for the District 2 seat. The Duluth School Board also has 2 at-large seats up for grabs, along with seats in Districts 1 and 4. That filing window will close on June 15th. Turning to national politics, President Joe Biden traveled to Oklahoma today to mark 100 years since the Tulsa Race Massacre. It is one of the nation's darkest moments of racial violence. Hundreds of black Americans died in that massacre, and the center of the city's Black Commerce District was also destroyed. Danya Bacchus has our coverage from Tulsa.
President Biden is visiting Tulsa today to remember and honor the victims of the race massacre that began 100 years ago Monday.
That there hasn't been political will to bring the attention to it that it deserves is a tragedy, and I commend President Biden for giving it the respect that it deserves.
The president is meeting privately with survivors, all of whom are more than 100 years old. Mr. Biden is also touring the Greenwood Cultural Center, outlining plans to confront systemic racism, narrow the wealth gap between blacks and whites, and help communities of color across the U.S. by reinvesting in underserved communities. The Tulsa Race Massacre is one of the worst chapters of racial violence in U.S. history. It's been largely forgotten, hushed for decades until fairly recently. Mr. Biden is the first sitting president to travel here to honor its victims. The violence erupted after a black man was accused of assaulting a white woman. A white mob killed and injured hundreds of black residents in the thriving business district known as Black Wall Street. Thousands of others were forced into internment camps. The mob looted and burned the Greenwood district, destroying more than 1,200 homes and businesses.
Black Wall Street was bustling. The white community was bustling. And then you had this horrific event happen, perpetrated by racism, and it crushed the soul of this city.
Today, 100 years later, the legacy of Black Wall Street will endure as people come together to remember and make sure an attack like this never happens again. Danya Backus, CBS News, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Turning now to the latest on COVID-19, Moderna is applying for full government approval for its vaccine. The company says it is submitting trial data to the FDA on a rolling basis over the coming weeks. Moderna's vaccine was first approved for emergency use authorization back in December. To apply for this full approval, the company needs to do a 6-month follow-up. Back in April, Moderna released their findings showing its vaccine had 90% efficacy after 6 months. In May, Pfizer announced it was also seeking full approval from the FDA. Their clinical trial showed over 91% efficacy. However, as families and friends are starting to reunite, doctors say the coronavirus remains a threat for unvaccinated Americans. More than half of all Americans, including children ages 12 and older, have received at least one shot, with 40% now fully vaccinated. The Biden administration is still pushing for 70% to have at least one shot by the 4th of July. Some states have already hit that goal, while others remain well below that mark. But there is good news in Wisconsin. COVID hospitalizations are at their lowest levels yet. Health officials say there has been a 92% drop from its peak, which was 7 months ago. As of Monday, there were 186 people reported as hospitalized statewide. The previous low was 192 back in April. The highest was just over 2,200 patients in November. More than 7,000 Wisconsinites have died. And out in Michigan, our new month is bringing a major change to their statewide COVID-19 rules. Masks are no longer required outdoors. Capacity limits are also no longer in effect at outdoor sporting events and concerts. Restaurants and bars can operate indoors at 50% capacity and stay open past 11 p.m. And there is no limit on the number of people at one table. Governor Gretchen Whitmer says new coronavirus cases are slowing down and more residents are getting vaccinated. Turning to the weather now, meteorologist Dave Anderson is back. Dave, how was your Memorial Day?
Very busy. Lots of things to do, lots of parades to go and attend and be part of. And in between all of that, we had some thunderstorms roll through the area. Oh, probably on Sunday evening here already. My memory gets fuzzy. But Kim Koivisto from Ely sent me this picture. She was in Canyon when the storm hit. I was just up the road in Cotton when it came across, and it looked pretty impressive. Didn't get severe, but it shook things up a little bit. I mention this now because there's a chance tomorrow we'll get shaken up again just a little bit because the fixins for another round of storms are brewing off towards our west. A pair of low-pressure systems, one to the north and one in South Dakota, with a trough in between, are dragging through the area, increasing clouds tonight and giving us a chance indeed for thunder. Maybe tomorrow morning's possible, but more likely in the afternoon. Take a look now here at our extended forecast. No, you only get the short-term one right now. That's coming up later, the extended one. But tonight, we'll drop towards 50 as clouds increase. Then tomorrow, mid-70s with a 40% thunder chance. That thunder chance may spill into Thursday, but come Friday, it may be a little bit too hot to handle for our area here. We'll talk about a warm spell coming in a few more minutes.
Thank you, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, Minnesota is kicking off the summer with a sweet sweepstakes. We tell you all about it as we go around the Northland city by city after the break.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Update your home's exterior with help from Menards. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out. We have the best in-stock selection to take home today. Or design your door your way. In-store or online on Menards.com. Larson Storm Doors let fresh air in and help save on your energy costs. Right now, get 11% off our entire selection of Larson Storm Doors. Save today on everything. Right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Excitement is building for something big. The Girl Scout Thin Mints Blizzard exclusively at DQ. It's an iconic combo. pieces of Thin Mints cookies mixed with refreshing cool mint and world-famous DQ vanilla soft serve, making a treat so innovative that every bite is a sweet feat of ingenuity. In the Girl Scout Thin Mints Blizzard at DQ. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
So it was always really my dream to provide urologic services in a small town. For a surgical subspecialty, usually a larger metropolitan area is much more common. It's pretty much an everyday occurrence where we have a patient walk into clinic and that patient is having a very bad day. And we possess the ability with our team-based approach to fix those problems within oftentimes a matter of minutes. So meeting those needs of those folks close to home is something I feel really good about.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
Breaking news, original reporting, and the good things in life. Join Jeff Glor, Dana Jacobson, and Michelle Miller on CBS This Morning, Saturday.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here is a live look over Duluth tonight as the city could see a bit of a heat wave this weekend. Dave will have a bit more on that with this week's forecast in a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. Duluth is looking for volunteers to help beautify our downtown area. And Hayward, Wisconsin recently received some new artwork. We have all of that and more as we take you around the Northland city by city. We are starting tonight with a sweet treat for all Minnesotans. Today is the first day of the Minnesota Scoop program. It is a summer-long ice cream adventure. Participants can visit one of nearly 100 participating locations and receive Scoop stamps. Once you have enough stamps, you can enter to win weekly prizes. Some of those range from Minnesota Scoop t-shirts to weekend getaways on the Iron Range. 6 Northland shops are featured, including Love Creamery in Duluth, Big Dipper Sweets in Beaver Bay, Sydney's Frozen Custard in Grand Marais, and others. We will have that full list and those contest details posted on our website soon. Next, we come back here to Duluth, where the Greater Downtown Council is in need of some volunteers in the coming days. Tomorrow and Thursday will mark the 18th annual Dig In for the Downtown Waterfront event. The days are dedicated to filling over 100 streetscape planters with colorful flowers just in time for summer. The council's Clean and Safe team will monitor the planters during the summer, but they are looking for around 60 volunteers this week to get them potted. We will also have those volunteer meetup locations at CBS3Duluth.com. Lastly, we wrap up with new artwork that's adorning downtown Hayward. Several larger-than-life murals now hang on the corner of 2nd and Main Street on the Hayward Shirts Factory facing Main Street Tacos. The murals feature individuals who have played prominent roles in making the community what it is today. Local citizen Stacy Hessel organized the project through fundraising and coordinating with the Artist and the Local Contractors Association. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, you can always send us an email to newstips@cbs3duluth.com, and it might just be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a historic bank is given new life in Eveleth, creating a new sense of community and economic development.
Temperatures today, normal is 68. We made it to 75. Similar tomorrow with a chance for some thunderstorms. By Friday, we just might crack 90, and that's a little too warm for the taste of many of us, but there are a few who love it. Well, we'll see how long we'll be loving that. Coming up with the extended forecast in a few more minutes.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Make the most of every property with landscaping equipment that delivers more. More productivity, more comfort, more durability, and more of what it takes to get the job done right. When your reputation is on the line, you need the Kubota landscaping lineup. Visit your local dealer today.
No one serves you better than Blue Ridge Implement.
Mopping the dirt from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. So call 1-800-592-0163 now.
Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash.
Coming up tonight, how one local business is hoping to revitalize downtown Evelyn.
Temperatures this week will take an uptick, and I'll talk about where they'll top out.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
June 1st is here, so let's review what happened in May. And boy, that month had its ups and downs. Lows as low as the low 20s and highs as high as the early 80s, lower 80s, early 80s. This is the early news. Boy, the weekend here, we could get even warmer than the low 80s. But for the month of May, you know, you average out the highs and the lows. The average for the month was 53.5, which is a departure of normal of plus 1.5 degree. And as far as the rain went, we got halfway there. Ryan likes to hear that, Mr. Ryan, half our fill-in anchor there. We got almost 1.5 inches, which leaves us short 1.5 inches. Now with June coming around, temperature-wise, we're going to go much warmer than normal by the weekend. And when I fire up the 7-day in just a bit, we'll see how long a trip towards the 90s is going to last. Right now, we're in the 70s, and for a lot of folks, that is the sweet spot for our region's weather. 73 indeed at the airport, 38% for the relative humidity with a south-southeast wind at 11 miles per hour. 30.07 inches of mercury is our barometric pressure on the higher side, yes, and that's why we have more blue sky than anything else. Though later on tonight it will cloud up, and tomorrow there's a thunderstorm chance. Current temps in the Upper Peninsula run 73 to 76. Northern Wisconsin has a range of a low of 69 in Superior to a high of 77 in Solon Springs. And into Minnesota, we're looking at 53 to 72 on the North Shore, and about 73 to even 77 for many of our inland towns there in the Arrowhead and through east central Minnesota. Doppler map for the time being shows a couple of showers trying to pop up from the heat of the day. You know, we are warmer than normal in the mid-70s rather than the upper 60s. And in conjunction, we have a low here and a low over this way, already starting to nose into western Minnesota, creeping in some clouds and popping up some very light showers. The lighter greens on the Doppler map indicate that. When you start to get into the yellows and reds and oranges, then you know it's a pretty potent situation. And frankly, I don't think these two low pressure systems will be packing much of a potent punch. There still could be some thunder, but I don't think we're going to cross the threshold into severe. Though, of course, always keep an eye on the sky just in case. Now, for Wednesday and Thursday, these two lows will bring us 20 to 40% chances for showers and thunderstorms. But once we get to Friday, a western high-pressure cell will start to draw up air from the desert southwest into our region. And by our standards, that's going to be hot. For Friday and Saturday, I think we're going to crack 90 degrees. By Sunday, we'll already start to cool down, but the cooling trend may be a slow process. It's June. We like to think it's the start of summer, and we already have summer-style weather here in the first week. Low temps tonight in Minnesota should go from 46 to about 51 with a mostly cloudy sky. And after midnight, there's a chance for some rain to pop up. Mostly cloudy Wisconsin, Michigan with lows there, 49 to 51. And the same deal on the rain after midnight. But the better chances tomorrow afternoon. Wisconsin, Michigan, 40% chance for thunderstorms. High temp 73 to 78. Minnesota high temperatures could go to 80 by International Falls, 60s by the lake, otherwise 70s, and that same 40% chance for the thunder. which falls down to about a 20% shot for Thunder on Thursday. And then here comes the hot sauce. Friday and Saturday, 90 degrees. Some models are going warmer than that, especially away from Lake Superior. And then comes Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That heat provides lift, and we create some more clouds and a rain chance. And that, in turn, will take the temperatures down a little bit, Ryan, to more tolerable conditions by next Tuesday.
Yeah, it's going to be tough walking around on those days with a suit on. It'll be a little tough.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I'll be spending a lot of time in the basement because it's cool down there.
Yeah, get the AC unit going. Thank you, Dave.
Who's got that?
Who's got that? Nobody's got that.
Not many of us around here, no.
Thank you, Dave. Over in Superior, one of the city's staple restaurants is closing its doors for good. Owners of Shorty's Pizza and Smoked Meat, located on Tower Avenue, wrote in a Facebook post that starting today, they will not be reopening. The pizza shop is best known for being featured on an episode of Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. They said they could not sustain the level of service needed because of the pandemic-related worker shortage. So after 8 years in business, the owners plan to auction off what's left in the shop and put that building up for sale. From an old bank to a vibrant new coffee shop, the Iron Range city of Eveleth is hoping to cash in on a new business. CBS 3's Emma Quinn shares how the owners hope their shop will spark change for that community.
It's a new lease on life for this building along Grant Avenue, which used to be home to a Wells Fargo.
Okay, so I will do a large hazelnut latte.
Jerry Hull and his wife Chris purchased the Grant Pierce Plaza 2 years ago using the inside space for office rentals. They also wanted to give the Eveleth-Gilbert community something they didn't have before, a full-time coffee shop. They say this is a small part in wanting to help revitalize downtown Eveleth. Jerry Hull says many think the Iron Range has lost its lust, but he hopes this new business is one of many that will bring it back to its heyday.
We are privileged, I think, to have the opportunity to do something in our community. Community is what it once was, but we feel that step by step you bring in a little business such as this, and maybe others will follow and show that there is still light at the end of the tunnel.
We have the last iced latte. The building will also house Miners Mortgage Center, a division of Miners National Bank of Eveleth, and a salon and spa. The coffee shop will host a grand opening on July 2nd, just in time for the 4th of July holiday weekend.
Thank you, Emma. The coffee shop isn't the only new business being celebrated up on the Iron Range. Tonight at 6, we're going to take a look at several other shops that are also opening their doors. Still to come, a volcano in Iceland has attracted thousands of visitors after erupting for the first time in centuries. However, one onlooker got a little too close with expensive equipment. We have more after the break.
Hi, I'm Kevin from ServPro. Everyone has a home project that they want to get to. Building a deck, building an addition, remodeling a bathroom. The problem is availability with local contractors. Why should you have to wait for months to get your project done? Call ServPro today for fast, quality, professional, reliable workmanship you can count on. ServPro, like it never even happened.
Go on, get off the ladder and place it back where you found it. The days of dangerous climbs are over. Gutter Helmet provides year-round protection, preventing buildup of debris, keeping your gutters clear and free-flowing. With its heavy-duty support brackets and exclusive helmet heat ice reduction system, Gutter Helmet's been designed to withstand the harshest weather conditions. Get Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice for gutter protection. And never clean your gutters again.
Is handcrafted for every lifestyle, making memories since 1882. In store at 365 Canal Park Drive or online at duluthpack.com.
When you need fast cash, you need someone you can trust. At LoanMax, we're here for you every step of the way. You can have cash in hand in 15 minutes or less. All you need is a clean and clear car title and photo ID. Good credit or bad credit? Don't worry. It's no hassle, no stress.
It's that easy. Take charge of your life today with Loan Max. Give us a call at 877-511-CASH.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear. Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Always ready, always there. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Welcome back, everyone. A volcano in Iceland is still putting on a spectacular show, but one spectator made an expensive mistake by getting too close. Ian Lee has more on this story from London.
It's a bird's eye view of Iceland's latest volcano. A drone navigates a river of lava, but like Icarus, Chicago YouTuber Joey Helms got too close.
Now, around the volcano where you have the hot gases emitted that cause turbulences all around it and hot rocks raining onto you, flying these things is even more tricky.
He sacrificed his new drone to the lava, but this was the payoff, watching the raw power of Mother Nature. The last time this volcano spewed lava, 800 years ago, not too many people were around to see it. This time, thousands of spectators have witnessed these red-hot rocks. Scientists in Iceland have been tracking what they call a tourist eruption for months. Scientist Sarah Barsodi studies the dangers of getting too close.
We are having an eruption in a place that is easily reachable by people. So as long as the eruption will keep at this rate and at this level, again, this really might be a long-lasting, enjoyable eruption.
Scientists recently discovered unmapped pockets of magma, meaning more tourists could enjoy more eruptions. But take it from Joey Helms, flying too close could cost you. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Helms also says these type of drones, which give a first-person view, are notorious for crashing. He just says that it is all part of that hobby.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, a deadly Memorial Day weekend in America as shootings surge from coast to coast. We'll bring you the latest on a firehouse shooting tonight in California. Plus, after the world's largest meat producer is hacked, what does it mean for your grocery bill? And taps across America, how thousands of you answered our Memorial Day call to duty. That's all tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who'll keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas. Take action and get the help you need from InventHelp.
800-458-9565. Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. There's no risk or obligation. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
When you live on the Iron Range near a mine, you feel the blast happen. The ground shakes. I remember in school, our school would shake on Thursdays at 11 a.m. So we would feel it, but we never got to see it. I want to go to the communities and find stories that haven't been told yet.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Vaki, Tuesdays at 10. Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News live at 5. Here is a look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a quick look back at today's top story and see what's coming up later tonight at 6. Right now, we have learned more after an arrest was made today last month in a 2017 homicide in Hibbing. Police have identified 51-year-old Blake Stengel as a suspect in the death of Courtney Fenske. Stengel was a former renter of Fenske. He was just picked up by police on an unrelated charge, but his DNA matched the sample that was taken all those years ago by the Minnesota BCA. Tonight at 6, in the not-so-distant future, boats could be passing under the lift bridge all year round. Tonight, we hear from Port Authority officials and researchers from the University of Wisconsin-Superior looking into making shipping season a year-round affair. That is all for your news at 5 right now. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.